There's always something happening with celebrities, man. So Dwight Howard's wife, Amy Luciani, made a video on Instagram and giving advice to young couples. So she's actually married to Dwight Howard. They got married, I believe, last year, and there were some rumors, a lot of rumors. Some of them are true, I'll say. So Dwight Howard, he's a power bottom, so he likes to clap men's cheeks, like he likes butts, right? So after those rumors, Amy Luciani filed for divorce. And I don't think the divorce was finalized. But and now they got back together. No, now a little while ago they got back together. So recently she just made a video giving advice to young couples or young girls. And let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say about her power bottom husband. All right.
And I almost divorced his in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is going to be hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now, I know some of y'all will say, oh, you got to shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quit gym. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitude. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood. And I'm about to say something that's probably going to hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us. And along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative. Any of those things. Married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not aloud to your husband. Ask yourself, maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you will see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said stop, process your emotions, okay? You married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this, I don't like this, I'm gonna flee, I'm gonna run. Listen, y'all. You ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you think it. I met the love of my life.
All right, man. Let me say this, man. I see what Dwayne did here, man. I don't know if this is just me, but they kind of look alike. If you put a picture of them side by side, especially a picture of her without makeup, she kind of look like Dwight Howard a little bit. I see some features, man. She got some strong features I can see. But like I said at the beginning, Dwight Howard likes men too. He likes clapping men's cheeks. But I see what he did here, man. He's clever, man. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's a very beautiful woman. She's attractive. And she got ass too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, she got an ass. I don't know if the ass is fake or not, but anyhow, that's not my problem. That's not for me to find out. That's not even my business, but I'm just reporting the news, though. She has a point. I think sometimes you just gotta give time to things. So, like give it time to marinate, give it time like to, to get comfortable. 6 months, that's pretty soon. Yeah, still getting to know each other. I don't know how long they dated before getting married. But yeah, she has a point. Sometimes you guys have to meet in the middle, but it has to be both sides. It only doesn't have to be one side. Both sides have to meet in the middle. You have to understand each other. I'm not a marriage like a consultant, or they call it what, marriage counselor, whatever might be the case. But like I say, a lot of things that she talked about, she has a point, and she can speak on it better because she's in marriage. She's married, right? She's in it. She knows better than anybody. I'm not married yet, but that's something that young women or aspiring to get married should at least take in consideration. Not all of them, pick what you think like is makes sense to you, and then keep it. Eventually in the future you might use it. I'm glad they got back together. It seems like they really like each other. But the funny thing about celebrities though, she'll come back after 2 months or 6 months bashing him again. He's like that. He's blah blah blah. I wish I never da. And we'll be here looking at her like, okay, was it true like a few months ago talking about like, X, Y, and Z? But people change. Sometimes you just need to shut up. Keep your shit private. I know we live in an era that you always feel like, you gotta pose. People gotta listen to you. Or you gotta, you just gotta be out there. But certain things, you have to just let it be. Keep it private. Keep it private. You don't have to have all your businesses on social media. Because we do not care. At the same time, we can care a little bit, but for the most part, people on the internet, they don't really care. They don't give a fuck. Because the reason that we don't care because we don't know you personally. We're not connected to you, and you don't even know us. So it's like, whatever happened to you, you might feel some type of way because you're a public figure. We seen you around. We'll feel some type of way. But as far as like us caring, I don't think people care that much. But that was a good one. I'll give it to her. Yeah, man, that's what I have to say about this, man. Other than that, catch you next time. Peace out, family. I'm out.